Hello, everyone. Um, Moto Oregon John here with a just a review of the TKC 80s. They just happened to come on this 2021 890 Adventure R stock, and I have about 430 miles on these. Back knobby is definitely wearing down. Still seems to be giving good traction overall on pavement and gravel and loose gravel, but I don't know. I bet it won't be too long and I'll have to put some different shoes on there, but that's what they look like after about 430 miles. But the knobbies weren't real high to begin with. The front looks about the same. Seems to be holding up pretty well. Don't see a lot of wear there, but yeah, they're a good choice for this bike. I was happy they came on here new, so I could, when the bike was new, to try it out. And so far, I've been pleased overall. So keep watching, and you'll see how they perform on pavement, packed gravel, and loose gravel with leaves, in different combinations. Here we are riding in the rain with Oregon Moto John. It's raining cats and dogs. Just this review, you can think of it as just talking about the KTM 890 Adventure R. Kind of as a little bit of a review on the TKC 80 tires. I mean, these tires, they grip really good in the rain. Yeah, no, they feel good. Like I said in earlier videos, they wear a little fast on the rear tire, but man, they grip great on pavement, and I know they grip well off-road on gravel and trails, hard-packed dirt, things like that. I haven't tested them in really much mud yet, but anyway, they seem to grip well on pavement, especially in wet conditions, which out here in Oregon, we are known for plenty of water, so I can't really even buy a tire that doesn't do well in the water. Now these just came, stock or OEM on this new 890, but they sure work well. All right, so let's get on some gravel and see how they do up there. Yeah, these TKC 80s, they feel good coming into the corners. This is wet conditions, and feel like they stick really well. They're clearing water reasonably well. Tip in, lean in is good. Accelerate out, good traction from the rear. Dodging a little debris on the road. Really windy today. Yeah, on road. TKC 80s feel good on the pavement. Have leaves, water, debris. They're a soft enough compound where they feel like they're pretty grippy. I know that I'd want to lean this over further than you need to on a rainy day like this with leaves and debris, but for just general riding, traction is excellent. Lots of leaves on the pavement today, so sometimes that can get pretty slick. Never hurts to slow down. But these tires are doing a good job. See if I can break loose the back end. No, it feels good. Very sticky. Always surprised by the low-end grunt of this KTM coming out of corners. There's like just above 2,000 RPM and it'll pull right out. Tires are feeling good. Here we are on gravel. Some packed, some loose. A little bit of a combination. And the TKC 80s are feeling really good. So this is packed at the moment, coming into this corner. I can see it. Definitely there's loose spots. Here's some loose gravel, but no, they're feeling good. It always surprises me that the knobbies are so narrow on the back, or so low, not narrow, but so low profile, but they still seem to grip. I don't know if that's the compound that they're made out of, a softer compound or what, but it always surprises me that they grip. See, this is really loose here, but they feel good, not a problem. A little bit of washboard. These are the tubeless tires. Well, they front end slipped a little there, but in some mud, and then they regrip, so they passed the test there. That was pretty soft and squishy and muddy. So I'm happy they passed the test. They got some grip. The front end actually washed out just for a split second as I was going into that corner, and then they regripped. And everything felt predictable as far as when they did lose traction for a second. There was a controlled amount of friction there, so it didn't. It had times where it felt like the bike was going to go down when front end slipped, but this had a little bit of pressure on the handlebars still, so there was still some traction even in the slide. So I think the knobbies did a good thing right there in preventing an accident. And also says something about the KTM 890 Adventure R that, the chassis is controlled enough that I can have a little bit of a slide and break loose and then get it back. So still on gravel roads. Very rainy day, but a beautiful day. I'm always amazed at how the bike this big kind of feels like a big dirt bike to me. Lets you get over the handlebars, make some turns, get your elbows out just a little, and push down on the handlebars, and it just feels nice and controlled. Even on a wet gravel, leaf-covered road. Yeah, TKC 80s feel very sure-footed on wet pavement, gravel, leaves. Haven't tested these in mud. I don't know that I will today. It's so muddy. For KTM 890, I don't know if that's the ideal bike to be taking off-road in the mud. But I expect they do okay. But if you're going to be in the mud, probably want to look for maybe a more aggressive tire like a Dunlop P606 on the back and front, or a Pirelli Rallycross on the front. I've run those before with good success on bikes in mud. But this is a good general all-purpose tire. It is coming down today, but it's still nice being out on a bike. I can't complain. Here we are back on hardpack gravel. Some loose mixed in, but mostly hardpack, and these feel really nice. Superb traction. I don't even really notice them on a knobby until basically right before I stop. If I'm on pavement, or that part of the road really washed out. But so yeah, feel good on pavement. The Midas E07s are a little smoother on pavement because of their chevron pattern. And I've had good luck with high wear characteristics of that tire. At least the back tire just lasting longer. And that Midas E07 tread pattern surprisingly gives you good traction even on everything but really thick mud, which again it's rare for a tire to get good grip in mud unless it's got the white spaced knobbies and it's designed for that. Braking traction's excellent. I'm running these at about, I think, 28 pounds or so, because I do take them off-road quite a bit. I don't like to go very low because I don't want to bend a rim or something, but I like a pressure that lets me go on and off-road without having to fiddle with tire pressure. Seems like most tires, if I run them up to 36 pounds or so, they start to feel a little bouncy. But I'm sure that depends on the tire and your bike and rider weight and all those kinds of things. So don't take my advice as what you should be doing. That's just what I found works well for me. Yeah, it's good to be out riding today. A little two-wheel therapy, even in the rain. Using the quick shifter. Sometimes I grab the clutch just out of habit when I'm using that quick shifter, so the more I use it, probably the better I'll get at not doing that. But I do like the quick shifter when you're just want to accelerate. Yeah, back tire gets great traction on this stuff. And this is again gravel, very wet, saturated, hard packed gravel road. Transitioning back to pavement soon, I believe. On this Oregon fall rainy day. For those of you who don't know, this is what we call Oregon sunshine. Don't get me wrong, I love the sun, but you gotta work with what you got here. It's still on hard packed gravel, water running all over it. Excellent grip. Still feels good in the curves. Okay, here we are back to pavement, potholes, and feeling very smooth. Just it accelerates nicely out of a corner.